Hello everyone, this is Deepa Parekh. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Learn Anywhere, Anytime. Today we'll start with question number 5 of exercise 2.7, chapter 2, fractions and decimals. Now, what is the question here? This is also division here. So starting with the first question, we have sub question 9 under this question number 5. So starting with the first question is 7 divided by 3.5. Now here, how will we do this? 7 and 3.5. Now this 3.5 can also be written as, the other way of writing this 3.5 is 35 by 10. Why 35 by 10? Since this is the division here by 10, this number is counted as 3.5. That is, just for example, I'm just showing it. Don't take it in this way. How can this be written? This is, say, 35 divided by 10. So that is what we wrote here. Now since 35 divided by 10, in our earlier video we just saw when there is one number, 10 division with here, when we have to divide 10, that is there is 10 here, what will happen? The decimal will move towards one step towards left. Okay, now that depends again on the zeros. Since there is only 10, the decimal will move only one step. So this 35 by 10 divided by 10 will become 3.5. Okay, now this 35 by 10 can also be written as this way, 35 by 10, or it can be also written as 3.5. This was just to show you that how can this 3.5 be written as 35 by 10. Okay, so now I hope this is understood, which will make the calculation more easy. That is the reason why it is important to understand this. Now 7 divided by 3.5, which can also be written as 7 divided by 35 by 10. Now let's start the calculation. Since this is the division and we have a fraction here, what is the rule? When in case of division, it becomes the reciprocal. So this will be written as 7 into 10. Reciprocal of 35 by 10 is 10 by 35. Clear? Now since there is nothing here below the denominator of 7, we consider as by 1. Understood? Now let's start the calculation here. 7 will go in 35 how many times? 7 5s are 35. So what is here? What is left out here? 10 divided by 5. Now 5 will go in 10 how many times? 2 times. So what is the answer? 2 is the answer here. Now we will not require to see the point. Why? Because we have considered it in this way. Clear? So what is the answer of the first question here? The answer of this question is 2. Clear? Let's move towards the second question. I hope this is understood by everyone how we did. Just a quick review on this. 7 divided by 3.5. This 3.5 can also be written as 35 by 10. Now 7 divided by 35 by 10. Since there is a division and we have a fraction on the other hand, what we do, we convert it into multiplication and just make the reciprocal of this. So what will happen? It will be 7 into 10 by 35. Clear? Now since 7 there is no denominator here, just for the easy calculation we put here divide by 1. Okay. Now we'll start this calculation. To simplify, 7 will go in 35 5 times. Okay. What is the remaining part? Since everything is cut here, we'll just write it again to make it clear. So what is remaining? 10 by 5. That is what we written here. 10 by 5. Now 5 will go in 10 how many times? 2 times. So the answer here is 2. Clear? Let's move to the next question. Okay, so here next the second question, the second sub question is 36 divided by 0.2. Okay, so how can we write this? 36 divided by 0.2 can be written as 2 by 10, or it can be written as 0.2 by 10. 0.2 or 2 both are same. Okay, now since division and fraction, we write it as 36 into the reciprocal of this, 10 by 2, and 36 is here, so it will be 36 by 1. Okay, so now let's start the simplifying part. 2 will go in 10 how many times, or say 2 will go in 36 how many times, whichever is easy and comfortable for you. So say 2 will go in 10 5 times. Okay, 36 into 5. Okay, let's calculate. 6 5s are 30, carry 3. 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. That is 180. Clear? So what is the answer for the second question? It is 180. Okay, hope it's understood. Okay, now let's move to the third sub question. The third sub question here is 3.25 divided by 0.5. Now just see here, there are decimal points in both the sides, that is 3.25 and 0.5. So how will we do this? How will we write this 3.25? This 3.25 can be written as 325 divided by, what will we write? How many numbers are there after the decimal points? 2 numbers, which means 0 0. So it will be 325 by 100 divided by, since there is only one number after the decimal point, 0.5 by 10. So you can either write 0.5 by 10 or 5 by 10. Okay, understood this much part? I'll just once again repeat it before moving ahead. 3.25. How can be this 3.25 written? Because one thing is very clear, we cannot find the division with the decimal points, so we'll have to remove that. Now since both are having the decimal points, we will convert it in the easy manner. 3.25 can be written as 325 by 100. Why 100? Because there are 2 numbers after the decimal point. Okay, so 325 by 100 divided by, since there is only one number here, 5 by 10. Okay, now since there is a division and a fraction, what will happen? It will get converted into multiplication with the reciprocal of this, that is 325 by 100 into the reciprocal of this, which is 10 by 5. Clear? Now let's see, 5 will go in 325. So either you can calculate this way or you can calculate this way. So we'll make it easy. 5 will go in 10 how many times? 2 times. So here how is it again simplified? 325 into 2 by 100. So we can either write 100 by this, or we can take it in a whole calculation. Okay, now 325 by 325 into 2 by 100. This is what is remaining here. Now let's calculate this. 5 2s are 10, carry 1, 2 2s are 4, plus 1 is 5, and 3 2s are 6. 650 by 100. Okay, again it can be simplified. Say 0 and 0 gets cancelled. So what is remaining? 65 by 10. Okay, now since 65 by 10, how can it be written? Since there is 1 0 in the denominator, it is written as 6.5. Clear? I hope this is understood. Yeah. Now let's move towards next question. That is question number 4. Now the sub question number 4 says 30.94 divided by 0.7. 30.94 divided by 0.7. So how can we write this? Since there are two numbers after the decimal point, 3094 by 100 divided by, there's only one number, so it can be written as 7 by 10. Clear? Now since division and fraction, we cannot divide it, so what we do is we change it into the multiplication with the reciprocal of this. So it will be 3094 by 100 into 10 by 7. Clear? Now 7 and 10, so not easily calculable. This can happen that 1 0 and 1 0 gets cancelled. Okay? Now let's see how many times will 7 go in 3094. So let's divide this. We'll use a different ink so that there's no confusion. 3094 divided by 7. Since 3 is smaller than 7, we'll take two numbers, that is 30. Now how many times will 7 go in 30? 7 4s are 28, because 7 5s are 35. So we need to take the smaller number. 7 4s are 28. Now here, since there is 0 is less than 8, we will borrow it from here and 3 will become 2. Okay. Now 10 minus 8 is 2. Then we will bring down this number 9. Why? Because 2 is less than 7. So here it will become 29. Okay. Now 29, how many times 7 will go in 29? 4 times again. 4 7s are 28. So 9 minus 8 is 1 and 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay. So now we'll bring down this 4. Clear? This was 4. How many times 7 will go in 14? Simple. 2 times. So this is 40, 0, 0. Okay. So what is left out here? How can we write this? 7 will go in 3094 442 times. Okay. Now what is left out for easy calculation? What? 42 by 10. Now this 442 by 10 can be written as, since there is only 1 0, 44.2 is the answer. I hope this is clearly understood by everyone. Yeah, easy. Okay. Now next we will move towards the next question. That is question number 5. Sub question number 5. And what is the sub question 5 here? It says 0.5 divided by 0.25. Okay. Now how will we write this? Since there is only one number here, it is 5 by 10 divided by, here there are two numbers after the decimal point. So 25 by 100. Clear? Why? Because see, this is two numbers after the decimal point. So we just took that two numbers by 100. Since there is 0 point, this 0 is not counted, that is fine. Okay. Clearly understood how that this come? Okay. Now let's move towards the next step. That is 5 by 10 into 100 by 25. Clear? Let's start the calculation here. 5 will go in 25 how many times? 5 times. 5 5s are 25. And here 1 0 and 1 0 gets cancelled. Okay. So what is remaining here? 10 by 5. Simple. 5 will go in 10. How many times? 2 times. So what is the answer? 2. Clear? So what is the answer of this thing? It is 2. Right? Now moving towards next question. Question number 6. That is 7.75 divided by 0.25. Okay, this can be written as 775 by 2 numbers, so what will come? 100. Okay, divided by, again, 2 numbers after the decimal point, so this will be 25 by 100. You understood why we are then not counting the point? Because we are writing it in such a way that how will it come? Okay, so this is 775 by 100 divided by 25 by 100. Okay, so now let's see how will we write this. This is written as, say, 775 by 100 into the reciprocal of this, 100 by 25, just the reciprocal of this. Clear? So this 100 and this 100 get cancels one time. Now let's see how many times the 25 go in 775. Let's divide. 775 divided by 25. Okay, now 25 into 2 is 50, 25 into 3 is 75. So here it will go 3 times, 75. 7 minus 5 is 2. Bring down this 5. 25 will go in 25. How many times? 1 time. Okay, so how many times will 25 go in 775? We'll write here 775 by 25, because this is what is remaining, and this will go here how many times? 31 times. So what is the answer here? 31. So 7.75 divided by 0.25 is equals to 31. So next we will start with question number 7. What is question number 7? It is 76.5 divided by 0.15. 76.5 divided by 0.15. So how will we write this? 765 by 10. Why 10? Because there is only one number after the decimal point, divided by 2 numbers after the decimal point. 15 by 100. Clear? Which can be written as 765 by 10 into 100 by 15. Okay? Starting the calculation, 0 and 0 gets cancelled. Now what is left out? 765 into 10 by 15. Okay, so now let's calculate how many times will 15 go in 765. So 765 divided by 15. Okay, now 15 3s are 45. Let's see, 15 into 5. 5 5s are 25, carry 2. 5 1 is 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Perfect. So this is 575. Okay. 6 minus 5 is 1. 7 minus 7 is 0. Bring down this 5. So 15 will go in 15 how many times? 1 time. 50 0 0. Okay. So here we can just cut this as 15 will go in 765 51 times. And then what is left out? 51 into 10. See, always be careful and always write, whenever you do one calculation, and whatever is left out from that, write it in another part, so that even if the teacher checks, it will be very clear for her that see, this was the first step, then you did this step, you calculated, you cut it this 0 and 0, the next step which was left after this was this one. Now calculating this 765 and 15, we got 51, that 15 will go in 765 51 times, then what was left was written clearly here. So if you write everything clearly, even the teacher or anyone who checks the paper will be easy to recollect what you have written and understand what you have written. Okay, so now what is left out? 51 into 10. What will there? When you have to multiply by 10, the decimal will move towards right, but since there is no decimal here, what will happen? The 0 will get added here. So the answer will be 510. Clear? So 76.5 divided by 0.15 is 510. Clear? Now the next question, the next sub question is question number 8. Okay, question number 8 is 37.8 divided by 1.4. Okay, how can be written this? 378 by 10 divided by 14.10. Clear? And this can be written as 378 by 10 into 10 by 14. Okay, now this 10 and this 10 gets cancelled as it will go one time. So what is left out? 378 by 14. Okay, now let's calculate how many times will 14 will go in 378. 378 divided by 14. Okay, now let's take 37 there. Okay, so 14 twos are 28. 14 3 will go to a higher number, so 14 twos are 28. Now let's see, since 7 is less than 8, we'll have to borrow from here, so 3 will become 2 and here 7 will become 17. Okay, 17 minus 8 is 9. Now since 9 is less than 14, we will bring down this 8. It will become 98. Now let's calculate how many times will 14 go in 98. So say, how will we calculate this for the easy section? Just say the table of 4 when you get the last number as 8. One is 4 twos are 8, which is not possible because 98 is bigger, and 4 twos are, will get 14 twos are only 28. So say 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16, 4 fives are 20, 4 sixes are 24, 4 sevens are 28. So now let's try 14 into 7. 7 fours are 28, carry 2. 1 7 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So here 98. So this is the easy way of calculating. It's not always necessary that you get the perfect number which is there, but yes, this is how, if you calculate, it is easier to reach to the solution quicker. Okay, so how many times does 14 go in 98? 7 times. 98. 0 0. So this 378 goes, 14 will go in 378 27 times. So the answer here is 27. Clear? So 37.8 divided by 1.4 is 27. Okay. Now last but not the least question, which is question number 9. The sub question number 9 of question number 5. Here the question is 2.73 divided by 1.3. 2.73 divided by 1.3. This can be written as 273 by two numbers, so 100, divided by 13, the 0 will not come, 13 divided by 10. Clear? The point would be cancelled. 13 by 10. So then how can we write this? 273 by 100 into 10 by 13. Okay? Now here 1 0 gets cancelled. So what is remaining from here? 273 by 10 into 1 by 13. Okay? So now let's see how many times will 13 go in 273. Why 1 by 13? Because here if no numerator is there, because 10 and this 0 got cancelled. So here 13 we put 1 as a numerator. As many times we saw, if there is only the numerator, that there is no denominator, we put by 1. In the same way, when there is only denominator and no numerator, that is considered as 1 by 13. So here we put 1 by 13. Now let's see how many times will 13 go in 273. So let's do the calculation. 273 divided by 13. Okay. Now 13 twos are 26. 2, 26. 7 minus 6 is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now bring down this 3. Okay. 13 will go in 13 one time. 0, 0. So what is the answer here? 21. So 13 will go in 273 21 times. Is it over? No, not yet. What is remaining? 21 by 10. Okay. Now this 21 by 10 can be written as 2.1. Clear? So what is the answer for this? 2.73 divided by 1.3 is 2.1. Clear? I hope this is understood by everyone. Now if you have yet not subscribed my channel, request you all to please subscribe, like and share. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.